Our first myth for today is a big, persistent one, and it's the one that says the Rolling Stones were playing their song Sympathy for the Devil when a fan was killed at their legendary Altamont free concert. It was December of 1969 when the band played this famous free show, and for some odd reason, the Hells Angels had been hired to handle security. There are many stories of different things that went on during the show between the security and the fans, but one thing that is known for fact is during the show, a man named Meredith Hunter pulled out a gun and one of the Hells Angels stabbed him 5 times. Killing him. We know this to be true because the entire performance was filmed and it would later be released under the title Gimme Shelter. So was Sympathy for the Devil the song that was playing when the fatal incident went down? No, it makes a good story, but it's not true. The band was actually playing Under My Thumb when the incident in question happened, but it is true that they did stop their show during Sympathy for the Devil simply because there was another altercation going on in the crowd. Yeah, a lot of people like to believe that Sympathy for the Devil was the soundtrack to the death of Meredith Hunter, but it's just not true. Our second myth for today is a bit of an odd one, and it speaks to the claim that the lead vocal on Strawberry Alarm Clock's classic song Incense and Peppermints was actually performed by somebody not in the band. There's no question that this was the biggest song the band ever had, and it really doesn't make any sense why it would be anybody other than one of the 2 lead singers that would be handling lead vocals. But strangely enough, it's completely true. You see, back in 1967, the band was looking for a B-side to their song, The Birdman of Alcatraz, and an instrumental was written by Ed King and Mark Wheats. However, unbeknownst to the band, the producer of that song sent the music along to a friend of his, John Carter, and asked him to give it lyrics. The lyrics arrived, and for a number of reasons, the band refused to re-record the song, especially with these vocals. And Carter asked a young friend of the band who happened to be in the studio if he wouldn't mind singing the song. This version was released as the B-side, as back in those days, B-sides rarely had any radio airplay, with this song becoming a massive exception to that rule because it ended up topping the charts. There would be a great deal of legal clamoring when this song suddenly became a hit, but in the end, it's completely true that the lead singer on the song Incense and Peppermints is in no way a member of Strawberry Alarm Clock. Our final myth for today turns to the world of television and the claim that Yo MTV Raps was the very first hip-hop show. Simply put, this just isn't true in any way. Preceding the rise of Yo MTV Raps, there were shows like Graffiti Rock and Video Music Box, both appearing years before Yo MTV Raps. While Yo MTV Raps certainly had the longest run of almost any hip-hop show in history, and it unquestionably had a massive impact on the entire world of music, it was far from the first show to exclusively talk about rap music and hip-hop culture. So those are myths for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Be sure to check back here every single Thursday as I delve into some of the greatest stories in music history, and be here every day for all the music news, reviews, and knowledge you'll ever need.